Ooh, I think we are live with the Highlevel Freaks weekly office hours. And I am your intrepid host, Pat Friedel, with Highlevel Freaks. And we should be having some more people jump on here pretty soon. I hope your week is crushing it. And how's everybody doing this evening? Leave comments. Jump on the we've got links in the comments there for being able to jump on, and love to have you in on our little office hours. We'll keep it nice and short this evening. I know it's nice outside. I want to get out, go on a walk myself, and but we've got some really cool stuff tonight. We're going to show you some AI. Yes. If you've heard about it, maybe you've heard about ChatGPT and AI a little bit. It's not a fad, doesn't seem to be a fad, doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, but we have some fantastic AI booking bots that we're going to demo and you're going to love it. So as far as updates go, we are quickly working on some more stuff for our AI review responses. We're working on a review link generator funnel as well for you guys that we're going to be pushing out for anybody that likes to join our SaaS program. And we also are going to be pushing out a lot of updates to the Easy Wins snapshot. And if you've got the latest version of the Easy Wins snapshot, you're going to love it because all these updates are actually prompts that you can use with the third-party solutions like Make or Highlevel's little GHL Action or Pabbly or something like that, or Zapier, etc. But we have, I think, let me see here, just a moment. We've got, let's see, let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different bot prompts for booking, all of them with different tones and personas and things like that. So we've got lots of really cool stuff wired up for ChatGPT. So give me just a second here. I'm going to set a couple of things up and hopefully we will have some people jumping on. Let's see here, just a moment. We've got that going. We've got that one going. And just a moment, I need to open up that group and invite everybody in. So here we go, just like this. And there we go. Yep. All right. So basically, without further ado, let me show you what we have going on with ChatGPT and our chatbot update. Just a minute here. Hold it. I'm going to show you our chatbot booking bot. I know that everybody loves the booking bots. So just a moment. Going to go over here like this. ChatGPT booking bot, and there we go. So, all right. So you might have seen this. Oh, hey, we got Charles coming in, and we got Charles Fathom note taker. Charles, what's going on?
Where's everybody at?
You're it, man. Like, do we need anybody else?
I don't know about that.
Well, it's gonna get real awkward. We're gonna run out of things to talk about here. How is your week going?
It's going pretty good.
Only signed up 10 clients this week so far. It's Tuesday.
No, wrapping up a updated some snapshots, and then wrapped up onboarding an HR company. And then had a guy hunt me down on Alignable today. So
nice.
All based off of, he said the reason he wanted to talk to me was because he saw CRM on my, because I always have this wherever I go, you know, in online networking, and he had seen me. I'd never connected with him before, but he had seen me in a Smart Connect. And he saw my setup and he saw CRM. He's like, I need to talk to that guy. So he tracked me down today. And So he signed up today.
Very cool.
Yeah, he was in the hunt. He was a HubSpot user.
Oh yeah, I've
So
helped some companies with HubSpot. Like I was contracting for it's like a pet product company, Zesty Paws. You've seen them in PetSmart and things like that, maybe. And they got their orange logo and everything. But I was doing bots for them, like chat bots and things like that, because they were doing, since they do e-com, they're doing it so that you could you peel off the little QR code and you can get off the jar of vitamins and stuff for the pet stuff.
yeah,
And then you get the free updates and things like that. So I was actually building out web-based chat bots that would take all the information, the QR code and the coupon code and all the other stuff, and then send it to Google Sheets, because yes, even a multi-million-dollar company uses Google Sheets to manage their coupons. But we were doing all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But yeah, they were doing HubSpot, and I tried for really hard to get them into Highlevel. I was like, look, it's only $97 a month for you guys. You got one location and you can do all the emailing and texting that you want. Like, no. We invested like a absolute truckload of money into HubSpot. I was like, and they couldn't do tagging or anything like that. It was awful. So yeah,
crazy.
HubSpot is no bueno. So, well, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Pedro, first time on the office hours, man. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, is this your first time on office hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen some of your content and I really love it. I mean, you guys go all out providing value, and it's strange in today's, I mean, there's a lot of information out there, but you guys set yourself apart. So
Well, we aim to please. So awesome. How's your week going?
busy, crazy, trying to figure stuff out. I'm kind of new at GoHighLevel, so
Oh, okay. Like how new? Like still babe in the woods kind of new? Or are you getting some clients? What are you doing?
to be honest with you, I've been like in analysis paralysis since February. I've been just trying to dive in and learn as much as I can about the software. I'm at the point right now where I need to acquire clients, and everyone's saying cold calling is the way to go.
Nope. The man here in between us. Well, the way I see, like there's me and Charles and you, but Charles, we did a nice deep dive into Alignable with like how Charles uses Alignable. And if you haven't ever heard of Alignable, it's like the local business LinkedIn, where you actually have people that actually are businesses, as opposed to all the lawyers and dentists and coaches on LinkedIn. Alignable is a much more low tech system, and Charles has it nailed down. And we did a really long, like it's like, I think it's like a 2-hour interview, but Charles leverages Alignable for partnerships, and it's probably the easiest low stress way to go over cold calling.
Really, I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, and Charles, yeah, there you go in the chat. Charles has the YouTube video on tap.
Awesome.
But yeah, go watch that. It's very like it was super eye opening. So very very good info that Charles gave us. I mean, it should have been a paid course. So
Well, I'm glad I joined.
yeah, glad you're here. Cool. So
Adding value already.
we're gonna do some even cooler stuff tonight. I got like 6 different booking bot prompts that I've been working on. So, and we're gonna show another one off tonight. So Charles, are you doing anything with the AI stuff?
Not really. I mean, I do my blog posts and my social media captions off of it. I've been playing around with Highlevel's conversation AI, kind of getting ready for it to go automatic. I don't use it right now because just suggested. And I'm like, well, I know what I want to write, so I don't need it. So, but
the one
since
thing
they released the sandbox, that's been really nice, because then I can go in and
mess around with it,
ask it different questions, see what I need to put in for an FAQ. And of course, this is all before they add the website feature.
Right.
So, this is strictly based off of FAQs. And it's looking pretty good so far. And I probably won't use it on SMS. I'll use it on Google Business
GMB,
Profile,
yeah,
Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook. Yep.
You know, I'll probably put it to full auto on those. SMS, I'll probably won't touch at all. Because there's just a lot of the conversations that I have on SMS really aren't, I'm not getting inbound leads through SMS.
Right. Well,
So I don't really need it there.
the nice thing about it, like if you do get inbound leads, then you could basically send a message out saying, "Hey, thanks for your interest," and all that stuff. Have
Right.
high level GPT like send it out, and then when they respond, the booking bot takes over.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got automation set up to where every inbound communication channel is covered. So there's always an autoresponder. It always delays and then says, "Hey, by the way, if you just want to schedule an appointment, here's a link.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll be with you shortly." And honestly, I don't get a lot of, I get a lot of Instagram messages. I get quite a few Facebook. I don't get anything on the inbound side on SMS unless it's someone I've already had a conversation with or they're a client. Those are really, and even that is, I just don't do a lot of inbound on SMS.
Yeah.
So that's why I probably won't use it on that.
I'm mainly looking at like
yeah,
deploying for clients.
Yeah. Well, and I think, you know, for me, I don't know. I always, I have a hard time, just like when the whole open AI first came out, everybody and their mother started building some kind of integration or UI, UX for open AI in their accounts to be able to sell it. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are like bending over backwards to try to get this into Highlevel. I'm like, don't you realize Highlevel is going to come out with this natively?
Yeah.
And wasn't what 2 months later, if that they were like, "Hey, here's content." It was 2 or 3 months. I mean, it was.
They started wiring it into, you know, social posting and some basics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
And that's how a lot of people were using it at first, was just in social media content and in emails. Like even the people that were iframing all these tools in, that's what most of their clients were using it for, was either ad copy, the ones that were running ads, but a lot of them were using from social content and email marketing, which was great because it's like, hey, I need email copy. I'm a horrible writer. I need email copy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But then, you know, Highlevel, and I'm kind of at the same point with, I just wait on Highlevel because I know they're not going to be that far behind. I'm like,
so far. Well, I like,
because I don't want to have to train my clients to use something.
Right.
And then say, oh, never mind.
Yeah, here's this new thing.
It's built in natively now.
Yeah. Well,
that's just how I'll look at it.
About the booking bots, you can wire it in natively. And so far, the only thing, and I'm hoping Highlevel does wire it in, but the only thing I don't see is some kind of an override or kill switch.
Yeah, they're building that in.
They are building it in. So if I wanted to do like human take,
you can pause it. So once they roll out full auto, there will be a pause. And basically it's kind of like when, like my Instagram autoresponder. So it sends out the message. And then I think I have a wait step of like 4 hours. And then it reactivates because that conversation should be over in 4 hours.
It should, it should be. Yeah, that's what I'm like.
And so Highlevel's doing the same thing with their conversation AI. They're going to have it's not going to be 4 hours, but they're going to have where you can pause it, jump into the conversation, and then also resume it. So like if you need to step away, you've addressed everything, then you can resume it. And that way, as you're away, maybe in a meeting or whatever, taking lunch, it can pick up that conversation and at least answer their questions to the best of its ability. Of course, you can still see the conversation from the mobile app, so you can jump in. But I think Sean even said, even if you don't pause, if you send a message manually, it'll automatically pause it for at least a couple minutes to give it time to have that exchange.
It looks like it's So far, I'm hoping you can train it like with a persona or something like that, because it seemed kind of testing it in the sandbox. It was a bit on the rigid side, like a little formal and stiff, you know.
Well, mine sounds like me, but uh, I think that's going to come down to how your website copy is written and how you structure the FAQs.
Right.
Like what wording you use in the FAQs and what wording is on your website. I think so. It may not be a true persona, but I think there'll be little hints of your persona just because of the verbiage that you're using in its reference documents, the FAQ in your website.
Yeah.
So, but that, I mean, that is one advantage of using Chat GPT is that, especially now with the latest update, where you can pre-program all this stuff into your Chat GPT profile account, so your prompt doesn't have to be near as long. You can really nail down that persona. And
well, I wonder if does that work through API right now though?
That I don't know. I guess
I was
not.
gonna say like your custom instructions. I don't know if it works.
I don't know. That's a good question.
And if you're going to be managing multiple clients, you don't want your custom instructions rolling over or bleeding over into somebody else's account. You know what I mean? Like if you got two different niches, like you got a chiropractor and then you got a realtor, you don't want those custom instructions doing weird stuff, you know?
Well, let's see here. Let's throw it in the Google machine, see what it comes up with.
Give it to the Googs. So, Alok, you're here. What's going on?
Happening?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Busy week. Busy week.
I know it's only Tuesday.
Yeah. Like last whole week was like crazy busy. This 2 days already. I mean, for me, it's Wednesday now, but had some really good productive days. So, which is good.
Same here. Haji.
That's your answer.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes.
Oh.
Custom instructions. Do custom instructions influence the output for plugins or only core Chat GPT generations? They said it should influence the output from plugins. So on GPT-4, if you're using plugins, or
but that's
so
not
3.5. I know, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Chat completions API system message versus custom instructions in UI. There will be no API for custom instructions as in the chat completions API system. Messages should be used for similar effect.
Gotcha.
So they are not planning on even ever rolling it out to the API.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So
that's what I figured. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Audrey, what's up? Oh, you're
muted.
You're muted.
I said another whole lot. Can you guys hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
You know what's interesting? I was actually determined not to miss this meeting because right down the street from here in Midtown Atlanta, this physical networking meeting going on. So I got there really early, met the host. We kind of, talk here and there. He already gave me an account. So I'm like, well, I got to go and check with a Highlevel Freaks. So let me go sit in my car.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm like, yo, let me go get in my car and get this meeting because I have a couple of questions. I mean, I've had my week has been really good. I signed a customer for $1,600, an HVAC customer for $1,600. But then the thing about it is that they're already doing some lead gen from Yelp, and they want to integrate that messaging from Yelp into GoHighLevel.
Ooh,
I wasn't sure how to do that.
So Yelp has an API. The problem is though, is if you want to use the API, you will literally pay through the nose for access to the API.
Wow.
I mean, it's like prohibitively expensive to do anything with Yelp API. So I'm going to get like, you technically could, but you would need a lot more $1,600 clients to make it worth your while to get Yelp access. I mean, it's stupidly expensive. It really is. I don't know why they do that, because that would be great if you could pull in data and things like that. But yeah, they charge you like outrageous pricing for it for the API.
Well, and they don't even send a lot of data. That's
No,
one of
they
the
don't.
biggest feedbacks that I've heard about their API is that there is a lot of stuff that you actually really need that they don't even send.
Right.
Like it's not even in their API. There's no way to get it.
But so there's no way around. There's no way to pull some of this data, because one of the conversations I had with them was to make sure that all their messaging is in one place, and that's how I sold my version of GHL. Like we can streamline all your messaging,
Yeah.
so you can get more bandwidth and all, and out of the leads, and they have a CSR that's literally scrambling from left to right, tracking leads from everywhere. And one of the biggest places where I'm sure they're spending a tremendous amount of money. They didn't tell me that. I'm like, how much do you guys spending on Yelp? She said, "Oh, I can tell you that it's a lot of money."
So
But
why? Yeah, I would imagine like I would. Did you ask them like what their ROI is, or like what are they actually getting out of Yelp compared to what they're spending? Like, is it actually worth it?
that's interesting. I'm getting to it. The closest I could get was that she said, at any given time, if we get like full maintenance calls and 2 installs, then we've got no ROI.
So wait, they got to do 2
I'm not sure what that
installs, and
means.
you're talking like a furnace HVAC, like heating and air install. That's at least that's well over. That's going to be over $5,000. Like last time I put in a furnace in my house, I put like the second furnace in my house, and it was like $7,000, and that was years ago.
I was going to say it's $5 to $10,000 easy.
He's
for
very
AC
easily like 7 to 10 now. So if they get 2 installs, they're positive.
She said
insane.
if they get 2 installs and maybe full random calls to do service. She was just saying that anecdotally, really, because I kept grilling
I was
her.
gonna say,
because I kept grilling her about her ROI, so I can figure out if we can, find a better mousetrap.
No kidding. Yeah, guaranteed. There's a cheaper one. Holy cow!
Right. She wouldn't even tell me. She's like,
you know what? Put them on to Nextdoor instead. If they got to do something else, do Nextdoor. It's cheaper. There's going to be a lot more people on it. Yelp, I don't like. Again,
but here's the thing though: does Nextdoor really work though? Does it work? From a direct response ad perspective,
it's the same premise.
It's the same premise.
It's the same premise. So they don't have reputation per se, but basically, so a company on Nextdoor, what you essentially do is you join a neighborhood. So you join wherever you're located or your business is located, you join that neighborhood, and then you can sponsor that neighborhood. If there's not a neighborhood, you can actually sponsor and create a neighborhood, and it works as geofence. It is basically how it works.
Yeah, like your service area.
Yeah. And so also what happens on Nextdoor is like people go onto Nextdoor asking for recommended providers because they're talking to their neighbors, like quite literally they're talking to their neighbors. That's why it's called Nextdoor, is because it was actually originated from the concept of, hey, let's take this little unincorporated community inside of this larger town and let's get them connected in an online network just by proximity. They live in the same neighborhood. And so you have all these little neighborhoods around the city that you can join. And as you sponsor, you can join, you can sponsor multiple neighborhoods. So that way you're advertising in all of those. But it is limited on the number of advertisers. So you don't get advertiser fatigue like you do with other advertising platforms, because they only allow so many companies in each neighborhood to advertise, because they don't want the feed to be nothing but ads.
Is it kind of like
becomes useless?
Is it kind of like Alignable, the best kept secret that nobody knows about?
I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
It's a pretty strong. A lot of your local businesses, like I know my State Farm agent uses it. My Farm Bureau agent uses it. I mean, I've got a lot of local agencies and businesses that advertise on it because, again, you're not having. Think it is like Auto Trader. You know, you go to Auto Trader and you search for a vehicle, and it's an onslaught of paid listings that may be close to what you're looking for, but it's not what you're actually looking for. Nextdoor does the opposite. So they say, look, we only will, based on the community size, we're only going to allow 3 advertisers in this community. And they space out those ads, which is good because it keeps people engaged in the platform. And inherently, they're still going to see your ad. But they're not seeing it like you do on Facebook, where you just keep scrolling by it because you know it's a freaking ad, because it's not every other post. So there's a lot of advantages to Nextdoor because of its geofencing, how they set that up.
So how's the Nextdoor integration with GHL?
Well, that I don't know.
Do they have APIs that can?
Oh, let me see. Nextdoor API. Let me see. They have an ads API. They got Nextdoor APIs. So I think you could do something with it as far as like messaging and stuff. Like, you're not going to have that sort of stuff come in. I think if you're going to be doing anything like sponsoring a neighborhood or doing the ads on Nextdoor, you're going to be sending somebody to a link, and you could send them to a high-level link.
Right. Okay.
A landing page or a calendar or whatever.
A lander. And I was going to say, like, we're starting to head into fall here, and I know Atlanta doesn't, you guys don't turn your heaters on too late in the year, but or too early in the year, but with, like out here, one of the things I see, and honestly, I really don't even see enough of it, is like, as soon as we have a cold day here, everybody turns on their heaters and you get that hot dust smell. And right about that time, like, late September, early October is when people start turning on the heaters at night, stuff like that. And best time ever to launch an ad on Facebook for that, furnace tune-up because of that hot dust smell. And, like, get your furnace tune-up for like, $89 or whatever, sign up here, and you get those people on. And like, we did that one time, and the people that installed our furnace are like, well, we have this great program that, we put you on our VIP program, and every year, spring and fall, we come out and we do all these multiple checkups, etc. And, it costs this much a year. And so they have like a yearly plan. I was like, well, it's a great deal, because otherwise I'd be paying for service calls and stuff. So, you can run offers like that even on Facebook. People will still, you'll still get leads in.
Right.
So still going to beat the crap out of Yelp, though.
Yeah, it's probably anything is probably going to be better than Yelp. I never like Yelp, but it's one of those things where you can. I mean, if the customer is using it as a platform, and they see that they're getting some, results, so you just got to go with. Now, I want to pivot a little bit though to the conversation AI. I've seen a demo. But Sean, is it there yet? Is it ready to just plug in the URL and have it just take over that conversation?
Not yet.
Is there yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay.
But if you got easy wins, you have a booking bot already built in.
That's what I was going to say. I was like,
it's already built in, man. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys a prompt tonight. Like, I just finished building a prompt that does qualifying questions, but then it also has qualified answers and disqualified answers. So if I answer the questions wrong, it'll tell me I don't qualify and I can't book an appointment. Otherwise, it asks me to book an appointment.
Oh, wow.
So, take that, GHL.
Right.
But I've been trying it out. So I just actually finished up buttoning up like 5 separate bot prompt templates. One that's just like a basic booking bot with no pre-qualification. It just says, hey, if you want an appointment, it answers FAQs and service questions and things like that, all the way up to like like an easygoing booking bot that's going to ask you qualifying questions. I did one with the straight line method from oh shoot, what's his name? The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. So his straight line sales method, I actually worked the prompt so that it does that. And then we've got the ones with the qualifying questions with qualified answers and disqualified answers. So all that is now in the Easy Wins membership area, all the prompts. And what I found is like I initially started working on it with trying to just use the GPT action inside Highlevel. And that GPT action, I think they're using like GPT 3.5 on their GPT action inside Highlevel because it's dumb. I mean, it's like the same prompt that I used in like Pabbly or Make is just curb stomping GHL's prompt. And it's like, it's the exact same prompt. And it's like two wildly different responses. So one is stupid and one is actually really good. And so I've got both workflows in there if you want it, depending on what you want to use. But the Pabbly and Make flows are just like crazy good.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah,
I'll follow up with you on that, Pat, because I'm really trying to give this new HVAC customer a tremendous amount of value. Because just giving the sheer amount of money they're spending, he makes, I think, about $3 million a year. So it's a big company, relatively, and they're spending a lot of that on marketing that's just just way too expensive, and they may not be getting the right kind of ROI. That's why 1600 was just, she was like, yeah, I was talking to CSR and then we're talking about GSL services, and I, sold the highest plan and some Google My Business Management and all that, and Facebook posting. And when I said 1600, she was like, "Whoa, you'll be happy at that." I'm like, "Well, how much is he spending?" She's like, "You don't want to know." So,
well, some of those guys are spending,
So-
like some of those guys don't mind
Yeah.
spending a bunch of money. I mean,
right,
I had a meeting with a gutter guy in North Carolina, and they spend a ton of money on their program. So of course their installs are like $7,000, $8,000 for gutters, for the gutter guard stuff. So they're willing to spend some cash.
right. They spend a lot of money. So, I need to figure out how I can redirect some of that money and just save them some bread. Save them some money. Just using GSL. Because it's up now, one of her biggest issues was that they got leads coming from all of these places,
Mhm.
and she's overwhelmed. She can't
So
get.
are they getting them from just basically like all the channels, like, Facebook, Messenger, or Facebook, GMB, text, and Instagram? I mean, I don't know how many other channels there really would be, to be honest. I mean,
Well, for HVAC contractors, they have Nextdoor, but then they also have other services like Angie List and a few of them.
sure.
Um,
So with probably
is-
what you would do with like Angie's List or some of these other ones, and that's another thing. It's like they're paying for Angie's List too. And the problem with Angie's List is you're not getting exclusive leads. And then
Right.
probably like from everybody I've talked to that uses Angie's List, a lot of those leads are tire kickers or just bad leads. And so they do a lot of chasing them down, and there's a lot of like people not responding or ghosting them, or I was just seeing how much it might cost because I'm thinking about doing it myself, kind of a thing. So
I would talk if they're doing all these third parties. I would seriously talk to them about Google Ads, PPC. If they're already spending that much money in advertising, because God knows they're easily spending on the absolute lowest side $300 to $500 a month per third party at minimum. That's a pretty healthy PPC budget.
Right.
yeah.
Did you
If
just
you
say
take that away and say, look, we can get you, like, stop trying to pay to play through all these third party tools. Let's get first party data let's do Google ads, retarget everybody that's coming to your website, retarget, make sure that we're getting in front of the people that are actually searching for what you do. Let's make sure you're showing up. Let's kill it on the local listing so that we know anybody that's searching, if the ad doesn't show, a local listing shows. We get you more reviews. We get your local SEO up. We retarget based off of PPC. And we can get all this into one place. And that way you're not missing any opportunities. It's first party data. You're going to get all the information. All the reporting will be in one place. You literally have to go nowhere else.
But here's the thing, Charles. Do you think we can use the GHL Vanity tracking marketing number on the listing on Yelp so that at least they can have the ability to track those calls?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just update the listing to the tracking phone number. And then if they want to track all the calls that they're getting through PPC, you can get a number pool through Highlevel. Yep. And you plug that number pool right into your PPC ads. And that way you have dynamic rolling numbers and you can tell which ads are getting calls and which aren't.
Yeah. So a number pool, basically what it does is like you have your main number, and then they're like sometimes like anywhere between like 10 to 30 to 50 phone numbers behind it, depending on how many you want Highlevel to do. But at volume, like when we do pay per call, our number pools are like, 100 numbers, but you could have like maybe 5 to 10 phone numbers for your number pool. And so what happens is that you put a little piece of script on the page, on your landing page. And then when somebody goes to the website, you almost don't, like, it happens so fast, but it basically takes one of those random numbers based off of cookieing me and everything else, and it swaps out a phone number with the number pool. So when I clicked in on that ad, it swapped it out. And so if I call that number is attributed to that ad ID, my IP address, all of that. So you can track who called what number off of what ad.
Yeah, it's the only way to track calls with ads, because otherwise, if you're running with PPC and Google, you're running, you could be running a lot of different ad variations and formats. So the only way to know what's working is because you're going to have a lot of people that click the call and on PPC because they're searching, they want to talk to somebody, they see the ad, they see the phone number, they click it. But that's what that's what or Facebook ads. I would probably do for a service-based industry. I would probably do Google over Facebook. Personally, okay. I think they would have better luck, lower cost, higher volume, better quality leads, because they're seeing them when they search. It's not like they're scrolling through Facebook. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I should get my heating and air fixed or checked out for winter. Let's just see how much it's going to cost. No, if they're searching for it and your ad's popping up because of keywords or phrases that they're putting in search, there's something wrong.
Right.
Like they're looking for a solution already. You just need to be in front of them. That's the huge advantage of traditional PPC versus like Facebook ads.
It's high intent.
Yeah, very high intent.
Yeah.
I guess
it's first party data.
And it also depends on the campaign, which platform you choose. Like, hey, if you want people who are looking for actively for HVAC, right? Like for a particular thing, let's say changing the filter or something, with Pat's example of that smell and all that. If that season comes in, people are literally going to go to Google and search for it. But before that time in the year comes, maybe 1 or 2 months before, if you can start running Facebook ads and priming those people and start collecting leads and maybe throw up a special offer like, hey, in 2 months, you're going to see your aircon, having dust smell and all that stuff coming in. We have a special offer if you just sign up today. So that ad can go onto Facebook because that's a different campaign you're trying to run. But hey, if you're running right now, this is the thing and people are searching for you, that ad would better convert on Google than Facebook. So it depends what type of campaign you're running.
And what time of the year you're running it? right?
You just ask
Wow.
them, say, hey, what are you selling the most of right now? That's what we need to be running on Google. And what
Correct.
is your upcoming season? Whatever their upcoming
coming up.
season is
That should be
do you
on
do
fair.
air duct cleaning? Does that come
Right.
up? Do you do whatever furnace maintenance or whatever? Let's go ahead and run those on a low budget just to start getting.
Yep.
Because they don't have to spend a lot of. It's not about getting leads. It's about planting a seed, so that hey,
having eyeballs on the brand.
this is coming. It's brand recognition. Hey, they do offer this service. I could save $20 if I do it now, or $100, whatever. It's just planting that intent for a later use.
$5 a day on your service area. Cause like if they do like maybe 10 mile radius, maybe, I mean, you could do $5-10 a day and still be, well, clearly $5 and $10 a day is too much. So no, you could absolutely just like pull in all the people that you need to, because you're just doing it your service area, and so that your budget's going to do really well. So you do people that own their homes or whatever, and actually you could do wide open targeting, but you want to do like age range of like, let's say like 25 to 25 up. Within, I don't know, like 5 miles, 7 miles of your like radius around your shop, and $5 a day, you're good to go on those offers. And that's it.
Have you ever done PPC?
Nice. Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at one point I actually did it. Before the pandemic, I got to a place where I was doing it, and another time I used a virtual assistant. One of those that you hire from. I'm trying to figure out where he was from, but then he started doing and it's interesting because back when I did it, I was doing direct response PPC ads for people who buy junk cars here in Atlanta. And it was a very interesting model because I got to a place, I don't know what really got into me, but I was actually buying and paying for the ads. And the calls were costing me on average between $3 and $8. And I was selling them for 15 to 18. But I was paying for it. And then at the end of the month, or at the end of the week, as a matter of fact, we'll go through the entire ad and see what was a lead and what was not. And then based on that, I got paid. But it was really hard to scale because sometimes we were angry about what was the lead and what was not.
So which essentially I've used Level 9 to run PPC because I don't want to mess with it. And they will take it and run with it. You just fill out an onboarding form for your client, get a few assets, whatever the offer is. They structure and build and manage everything for you. And it's stupid cheap. Very easy to mark up. It's like $350 for the first platform or something like that. And then the next one's even cheaper. It's like $100-200 for the next platform. And they do Google, YouTube, and Facebook.
Oh wow.
So
are they better than OPEX?
Well, so it's a team of VAs that are doing it for you. Yeah, they're not using software, but they're all trained on Highlevel too. So they can they'll send you reports as well that you can repurpose to send to your client. And then if their client's like, look, we're getting too many phone calls, we just can't handle them in office, can you take the phone calls? Level 9's already hooked in with Eliza, so they can even take over the phone calls and actually man the responses through the Eliza platform directly into that sub account.
Wow.
With reporting and all. That's what I've used them for PPC, and I've used them for their call center appointment setting. Like, here's your SOP. Just run off the SOP. If there's any questions outside of this, just message me. After the first week or two, I really didn't get that many questions by the team because honestly, no matter the business, once you fill out an SOP and you go through about 1 or 2 weeks of live real Q&A with real prospects, you pretty much have every answer answered. because they're all basically asking about the same thing.
Right.
You know, so, but yeah, level 9, yeah, that's what's in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
Definitely.
pool of VAs. Yeah,
Right.
they're a good service. I
That's a-
mean,
That's a jam
they're
right there.
good.
That's a jam right there.
there's a lot of big agencies that use them because
Yeah.
they are fully integrated to high level.
Wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome.
So
Saw Samir come in. Samir, what you doing? Where you at?
Doing well. I just
Hey.
came from an awesome pancake deal that I was eyeing for a very long time. So
You muted.
It's dinner time, so you're at a
just
pancake.
dropped
meeting?
off. So I just started with the bot yesterday. It's working fine. I'll be
Oh, good.
upgrading to ChatGPT Plus. I know Alok has been after me, like stop being stingy on tools. So
Well, I mean,
Finally.
after testing it for you today, that 3.5 is just doesn't hold up to GPT-4. It just doesn't. So
Yeah.
I think you'll be very happy with the results.
I think it's
Yeah,
worth
it's-
investing. I mean, that's why, like, hey, there are a few things. I mean, if you want to, I mean, I used to be a chef, so if you want to chop properly, you need a better knife. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's the tools. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, definitely.
There,
So
there are a few knives which are like, you know, $2, $5, $10, $50, and I was using a $400 knife. So there's a
it
difference.
just
Yeah, you gotta buy the good tools. You don't buy all the tools, don't get shiny object, but you gotta
Yeah.
buy the good tools for the
Have you-
ones you're using.
have you found any difference in using Pabbly over Make in the output of the commands? If we use the
I've tested both those. I prefer Pabbly.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
when he says output, Pat, I don't think so. Output should be a different thing. It's just a
It
different
is.
platform.
It is.
we're
It
using.
is different. Yeah.
Different output.
Yep.
That's
I
weird.
can't tell you exact differences, but like there's some things that are better or like some are better or less. I
And,
mean, it's just
and yeah,
it's weird.
I 100% recommend Pabbly as well to him, and that's why I told him last night, dude, just sign up for Pabbly. Don't just think too much, man. Just
Yeah.
do it.
and
I like Pabbly. I like Pabbly a lot. Like Make is like if you're designing big complex automations, the user interface is very easy to use and it's very intuitive. And Pabbly is more like Zapier, but Pabbly's also faster and I don't know what they're doing. Like I know they're doing, they got to be making nearly the same API call as Make does on their GPT and everything, except it's just better. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
maybe
So
I don't know.
actually like, and I'll show you like what we're doing. Like we just, after chatting with you today, I was working on some more templates and actually I have, like, so we've got, this is the booking bot flow inside of Easy Wins, right? It's so
Yeah.
you won't have any differences here, no updates here. It's all in the webhook and it's all in the prompt. So in the members area, we have like the original prompt that I did, which is all just, a lot of text, but now like I'm getting this down where like I'm getting it very compact, right? So we have like the basic booking bot with no qualifying questions. We have the one that's booking with qualifying questions. That's a little bit easier going. It's not as pushy. It's a little more conversational. This one is a little pushy. Like it really dives in and really wants you to book and answer the questions. And then we did somebody actually had mentioned using the straight line sales method by Jordan Belfort. He's the guy that's the Wolf of Wall Street. So I had ChatGPT look him up and then I fed it the prompt and I said, let's tweak this so it actually is using his method. And so it's using the Jordan Belfort method here for this booking bot. And then we've got this one with which is really, really cool. It does qualified questions, but then you can be, based off your answers, you can be qualified or disqualified. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how that one works. And I'll show you the prompt that I just, like this one here is like, I've kind of like populated it with data. So basically I've got like just my name, I've got some basic business information. This is like a realtor's office where they basically work with buyers only, which is crazy because realtors hate buyers. They like sellers only. But for this one here, like I'm asking it some questions like, do you rent or own? What's your credit score and what's your time frame? So if I'm wanting to buy a house, like you want somebody who rents, you want somebody who has a good credit score and they want to move like within the next 6 months. And then I have it where it's like, well, if I answer outside of that, then I'm disqualified and and the bot won't let them book. So we'll do this a couple different ways. What I'm going to do is go back over to the bot here and we'll just test it right in ChatGPT. So I'm up here, I'm using ChatGPT 4 and I'm going to paste this in here. And then it's going to actually chat with me and says, hey, are you looking to buy a home? So do you currently rent or own? So if I say, let's say I'm going to be qualified. So I say I rent and this is great. What's your credit score? And I say pretty good. I think it's about 750. And remember my qualification was like good or better than 700. And this is great. What's your time frame? I'm looking to move now. And then it'll actually say great and give me a booking appointment. Like, there you go. And then since I don't have my phone number and email up here, it's asking for my phone and email. So I say, sure, 913-244-3618, like that. And there you go. And please go ahead and come on, ChatGPT, come on. Schedule your appointment. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is now we're going to get to where I'm not qualified. And we're going to do another chat here like this. And I'll just disqualify myself like right away and tell it that I own a house. So I notice you're interested in realtor service. Are you currently renting or do you own a property? I own my home. And then what happens is that it'll pop up and immediately disqualify. Thanks for sharing. Given that you currently own, our services may not be the best fit for your needs. So it just disqualified me and it's just ending the conversation right there. And it's not giving me a book link. So I say, but I want an appointment and it's not going to let me do it. So I understand, but our tailored services are tailored specifically for buyers. Like, why not? And I can get really mean with it and it still won't break. So we specialize in assisting buyers. If you have specific needs, like, well, screw you. I apologize for any. There you go. So it just disqualified me out of that. So what I can also do, like, let's do it again, like where we get through the renting part. And actually one thing I didn't test, I said, okay, do you rent? I said, I'm renting now, but my lease is up soon. Can you tell me your credit score? I think it's about 650. Now let me see if I can do something like that. So thanks for sharing. Based on your credit score, you might not meet it. So no, wait, I checked my credit score and it's 750. Let's see if it actually changes its mind. There you go. So now it just, we pulled it back from the brink and it's like, I'm looking to move in about a year and a half. And that's going to disqualify me again. And I was like, oh, never mind. My lease is up in 3 months, so I will need to move then. See if it gives me a booking link. There you go. So now it's actually looking for my email or phone number. And there you go. It'll give me a booking link. So that is how you do the booking with qualified and disqualified questions. And that's in the members area. So what do you think, Samir?
That's amazing.
You're gonna get GPT-4 now?
100%. So the phone number that they are providing, will that get updated in the contact details?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
When
stuff.
you enter anything, a phone number or an email, HighLevel will look to see
HighLevel,
if you
yeah.
have it in there or not, and it will parse it automatically, so it automatically goes in. Yes, sir, Pedro. What's up? Oh, you're clapping. I thought you were
Oh,
raising your
he's
hand.
clapping.
I use the heartbeat more.
So this basically like the AI stuff, the booking bots and everything like that. Like right now, everyone's all about booking bots. Like everyone, like Jason Wardrop, Dan Wardrop, Dominic Baptist, like everybody's about the booking bots. But like this is good, and this is something you can sell to somebody like right now. But you've already got, since you've got easy wins and the AI reviews, you got like booking bot. You still have database reactivation. You got review campaigns,
You got
and you
everything
got the AI
AI.
review responses too. So you have all the AI automation stuff that you need. And we were actually looking at keywords the other day. AI automation agency, that keyword has literally
It's crazy.
doubled and tripled in volume every single month for the last 4 or 5 months. Like, so people are searching more and more and more for it. Like they're searching for it on YouTube and Google and everywhere, like even Bing. And we were looking for it. So it's not just agencies looking for it. There are people looking for an AI automation agency. So if you get out there and you start tailoring yourself to that, like hell, jump on. Let's see, you're in Australia, right, Samir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't use Alignable, but well, unless you like come in on a VPN and set up like a US company or something, which you could probably do. But what you might want to
Or-
do is like just start really pushing this, like the AI booking thing, getting qualified questions or something like that. Anybody comes in off of any client, just about every niche. Like you were, let's see, who were you talking to? Like what, your roofer, right?
Yeah.
Getting that roofer set up where, like, if there's a storm, people come in, they're going to message it like, hey, I may have some hail damage or something like that. They can go, oops, sorry, like what we saw today when we were testing it, like, sorry, and well, let's get you booked, or please answer these questions, etc. I mean, it basically takes care of inbound calls and inbound messaging 24/7. So I mean, it's a super easy sell, especially if you're doing, you sell them the SaaS at $297, and you're going to have like an AI powered assistant, an automatic assistant that's going to book appointments, all day, every day for them. Then, they don't have to have somebody sitting on the inbox waiting to answer questions.
Yeah.
Easy stuff, man. Easy
I have
sale.
I have all I need. I just need action. And that
Get
is
out
what
there
I
and
need.
sell.
Yeah.
Wait, here, so the strategy which Charles uses 100% works. Okay, he's doing it on Alignable. For you and me, Samir, we don't have I mean, I have Alignable, but hey, I'm in Australia, you're in Australia. The reason I was busy is because, one, I've acquired another high-level agency into my account. That's one. So last week I was busy with that, bringing all the, he's got four accounts into his high-level. So we've done that. All that is done last week. But here's the difference. That dude was working with a coach, and he was trying to get that coach to see the power of HighLevel, his version of HighLevel, which he let go, and he's joined my version now. What has happened is that coach is throwing up he had a mastermind planned. Now, because we've joined forces, I had a call with that coach and all that. I'm speaking in a mastermind on Thursday in front of 120 businesses, because the other agency, I acquired this other agency. And the main reason why that coach is going to allow us is because that coach has a free account into the software, and he's playing around with it, and he sees the power. So the secret, and this comes back to not just Charles, but let's go back to people who are very vocal about it. Alex Hormozi, Gary Vee, and all those people. Give. Just give things away as much as you can. And I was talking to someone yesterday. Imagine you had like 100,000 gold coins, right? this is exactly what we have. Like we have, everyone here has high level account, unlimited sub accounts, right? There's literally not a single cent you have to pay extra. Imagine that high level is a box full of 100,000 gold coins. We are holding that box so securely that, hey, no one can steal that and a sub account unless they pay me, right? But it's like, if you give one gold coin away, you're losing value of that box. Instead, think of it this way, like, hey, if I give a free sub account to someone and that person finds value, it is in fact adding more value to your brand name, to your white level SaaS. So it is 100% in your benefit to give a free sub account, to give it away to someone who has your clients. So don't hold sub accounts and don't think, hey, I'm not giving a free account to someone because he's not going to pay me, or I'm not going to monetize on this. No, all that is wrong. You are in benefit if you give it away first. Only then you'll see the results. So like I said, a free account to that coach gives me an opportunity to speak in front of 120 business owners. That's one. Yesterday, I was in a meeting with another agency, a local agency here in Sydney. He has a few, I don't know, 50 odd clients or something. I gave a free account to him. What he's willing to do now, because of that free account, he's a video and content agency, right? So they do video storyboards, ads and all that stuff for businesses. That dude is like, dude, I love this so much that let's do this. Let's set up. Are you open to being on video? He said. I was like, no, I'm open for it. He's like, okay, let's just do this. Let's just schedule a shoot day. We're going to record a storyboard. I'll draft a storyboard and everything. We'll record a video and I'm going to put my dollars behind this and run ads and bring clients to your white label. Because he's obviously, what's this called? He's going to be an affiliate. Any new, person who comes into my platform, he would obviously get money out of it. So he's willing to do that to bring me clients. Why? Because I gave him a free account.
Oh.
So don't hold it. I mean, yeah, we surely want to make money, but the value is more in giving first. And yeah, Charles been very vocal, and he's proven, like, he's got so many people he's acquiring, and he's acquiring high level agencies, man. Forget the other marketing agencies. So he's gonna take all our clients if we don't take action.
Yeah,
So
Charles is.
I had another one
clients.
just finished their onboarding. They were a high level agency.
there you
and so they were a high level agency, and they were running events, and they just couldn't figure it out. Could not get it together, and they were like 6 months into the journey. And so I just told them, I'm like, look, you can keep selling high level, just sell it under my SaaS. And yeah, so, and she's paying $97 to me. Same thing she would pay high level for one account. So I gave it to her for $97, put her through the whole onboarding process, treat her like any other client. And, I just told her, any accounts that you sign up, just sign them up with your affiliate link. And then once I see them come in, just shoot me a message and I'll add you as an admin to their account so that you can just flip into their account if you're helping them with anything. Otherwise, they're going to go through the same. So now she's partnered, instead of having her own software, because she wasn't really, the software was the low offer of her. That was her low ticket offer. Her high ticket offer was coaching and courses. So now she's able to do all that, focus on what she's good at. And instead of trying to figure out how to run a high level agency and support it, now she doesn't have to worry about it. She's just partnered with Pinnacle. So, yeah. And she's already done, she did 2 podcasts on it before she even got on board. So, she was excited. She didn't have to deal with it anymore.
Pedro's got a question. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, thank you. So does she use her own affiliate link, or she's using your affiliate link?
She's using the affiliate link from my white label SaaS. So I run an affiliate program. So for my own white label.
Right. And
So
you have
that's what she uses.
497 version for that?
No,
Or
No,
no,
I
the-
think
it's-
affiliate is in
affiliate
97 and
manager is
297.
in any of the
Is
plans. It's
every
part of
sub
high
account.
level.
yeah. Pardon my ignorance, newbie here still. So
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
under marketing. So in the left-hand menu, if you look at marketing, you'll see affiliate manager up at the top.
Every sub account has it.
Mhm.
So she gives your affiliate link, or since she's under you, her
She's
affiliate.
registered in my affiliate program. So it's not the high level affiliate program. It's an affiliate program I'm running for my own company.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I pay her I do one pricing, which is $297. So she gets 20% of that recurring. So
That is also a great model because you don't have to worry about who's got what access to things and all. You just give it. Doesn't cost any extra. Just give it away.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, don't hold it like it's a box full of gold coins. Just give the farm away, man. Like that is the secret here. We have no limitations from high level on creating a sub account. It doesn't cost us a single cent extra to do that. So I would just give it away. And be strategic when I say give it away, right? I mean, see what you're doing. What's the end result after you give it away? So that's really important. I mean, figure out that thing. If you can do that, that's going to help grow your SaaS 100%.
I need the mastermind to help me kind of navigate through. So a few calls back, I mentioned like I'm also coaching a small group of SSMA agency owners with regards to GoHighLevel. These kids, you would have seen videos from Joe Kaplan. He is big into SSMA, and I'm one of the international coach in his smaller group and bigger group. So there I basically kind of support the GoHighLevel related questions. So, and a lot of these people are like 18-year, 19-year, 20-year-old kids who wants to build a big agency, and they are crushing it as well.
Yeah.
But at the start, they do struggle with getting up with the payment of GoHighLevel and all the operational expense. So with the point that you all were bringing up of giving free accounts, so how would you suggest me, should I even get into this, like provide them as a free account as a start, and then they will have their clients to be onboarded to run their paid ads because they run Facebook ads and they use GoHighLevel as a backend. So do you think, is it a viable route for me to explore this territory, or just give a simple GoHighLevel affiliate link and just get the commission? Because that's what I've been doing. I got like about 14 affiliates now from GoHighLevel. So they are pure GoHighLevel affiliates, but not under my white label. So that's my problem statement now. Do you all have any suggestions? How do I navigate through?
I think you should, because I know more about what you're doing and all that. In my opinion, you should just focus on giving them high level affiliates direct link, because you're in someone else's mastermind as a third party coach. You don't want to risk promoting your own SaaS and lose
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
I would, if I was in your position, I would just recommend them, hey, just go sign up for high level directly. If you get stuck, I'm here to help support you. Anything with high level, that's what I'm here for. I'm a high level coach in the group. If you get stuck, I can answer anything. But if it was not someone else's mastermind or someone else's community, and it was your community, then it flips the switch. And then I would just bring people under my own SaaS. That is what I would do.
Okay. Yeah, valid point. And I don't want to burn that bridge, to be honest. So
Yeah,
that's definitely.
Well, I mean, if you've already got 14 affiliates underneath you, I mean, that's some decent cash flow there. So
yeah, I told him that's more
they're
than
buying,
what
they're
I've
buying
got.
what, like $297, $497, right? So yeah.
No, none of them are on 497. Most of them are on 297.
Well,
That's
that's
still good.
That's
pretty
better.
good.
I mean, but they could
Yeah.
all be $97 plans. I mean,
Yeah, that's still good. I mean,
40%
that's what I said. That's more than
297 is still pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean,
that's more affiliates than what I've got, man. We've got our own community, right?
Yeah, you're making $118 a pop times 14. Dude, you're
Yeah.
making 1,600 bucks a month. Why?
And he's still not getting Pabbly. Come on, man.
And hold on. When I've even sold some of the snapshots, not your snapshots, but my other snapshots. So that's but that's just one-off expense, one-off incomes. But yeah, I need to get away with that stinginess. It doesn't help me. It's just limiting me. So I'm done with all that thing. So yeah, definitely it's not money. It's about being resourcefulness and taking action. That's where I need to get better. And yeah, but yeah, thank you.
The only thing I'll say, like with running, if the most common, and it's funny because the affiliate game is a numbers game. Depending on who, like if you watch some of the top affiliates, let me tell you, they do a piss poor job of keeping their affiliates on board.
Oh man,
because they are
100%.
playing a numbers game.
Yeah,
Because I'm in some of their communities and they don't respond to a single thing that comes into that.
I've chatted with a few people who said, well, if I switch, I'm going to get your stuff, right? And I said, well, sure. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
And they said, well, do you support it? And do like, we have office hours every week. I have a group. We're both active in it. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, that's way better than what I got here. Like I signed up into this guy and I got jack squat. And like,
I just got a course on what is Highlevel. I mean,
yeah, here's how
nothing
to
else.
install Highlevel and
Yeah.
set up your domain.
Here's
Okay,
how to set up a
congrats.
domain. Okay, well, there are free
There's
YouTube
one-
videos out there.
There's one in particular, and he happens to be the number one.
Oh, I know who
Why?
that is. Yes. Yep.
I know.
Let me tell you,
I
he
know
does
everyone.
not respond to a single post in his group.
Yes.
He has such outdated assets that half of it's not even relevant anymore because Highlevel's changed so much.
Yeah.
And he still dishes it out, but he's playing a numbers game. He churns
Exactly.
people left and right, but he also acquires more. So he's always
astronomical
going
rate.
after the next affiliate. So my point to that is that if you want to build a true a scalable affiliate program that you're not always chasing the next affiliate, make sure that you take into look at it from the standpoint, if they sign up for the $97 plan and they never go any higher, what value and work can I provide that I'm not undervaluing the worth of my time? You
I would
have
also-
to back into whatever your hourly rate is, whatever you say. If I'm worth $200 an hour, okay, so this is what they're going to get from me. If they sign up as an affiliate, this is what they're going to get from me. Because otherwise, if you try to keep all these affiliates and you're working with them and coaching them, oh my God, you'll never stop. You'll be doing more work than an agency. Because let me tell you, and a lot can attest to this because, I mean, he deals with these calls all the time too. I'm on the daily Q&As for Highlevel at least 3 times out of the week, if not 5 times out of the week, answering questions for new Highlevel users. Oh my God. Let me tell you.
I've noticed
Some of these
that
people, I would be scared for them to walk my dog down the street.
I've noticed that the group is getting, I don't want to say it's getting dumber. I was just saying like it's more new people who absolutely have no idea.
No idea.
I just bought this thing. What is it? I'm like, oh my God, what now?
Yeah.
How do I add an email? What?
Yeah.
But to that
the
point-
overall group is becoming dumber.
Well, but at that point, that's where you have to think strategic partnerships and deals.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
you look at Highlevel Freaks. Okay, what assets do they have that would be good for a total noob to highlight? Doesn't know crap. Don't get into crazy automate, like just so they can set up an agency sub account and actually have their website work. That would be a good start. That would be better than half the affiliates out there.
Yeah.
So think about different assets that are out there by different providers. And then you go to those, look, I want to change the game in the affiliate marketing for Highlevel. I want to offer, I love what you guys offer. Maybe it's a simple snapshot from Highlevel Freaks to help them get started. Listen, how can we work out a deal to where I can provide this to my affiliates and, let's work out something, like the Academy from Extendly. Just the level 1. Don't worry about the level 2 and 3. Right now, they're running it for $27. So it's like, maybe you could reach out to Stephanie and her mom and say, look, I really want these new affiliates to actually have a chance at succeeding. We all know it. I mean, anybody that's been in high level knows what's going on. How can I offer your level 1 at scale to my affiliates? Let's work out a deal. Because what that does is it bolsters your offer, your affiliate offer. Everybody wins. High Level Freaks wins, Extendly wins, the Academy wins. Everybody wins because they're all distributing their stuff. They're getting a wider spread to your audience, an audience maybe they can't reach from their own brand for whatever reason. So everybody wins. And then that affiliate is more likely to stay on longer because they're actually getting not a bunch of sales pitchy. Here's a quick win, make $5,000 in a month, you know.
Well, that's kind of what we tried to do with the AI review responses, because you don't even need high level for it if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't need anything.
But like that, and that's what we like to do with like with easy wins and all that. It's like it's absolutely as simple as it could get. And it's like I know you had mentioned like Extendly's small business snapshot. That's what you sell, has like 70 plus some odd, you know, custom values, and it'll blow up if you don't do it right. I think we've got like 35 max done. And that's what, and that's what the
our whole
booking
thesis, whole thesis is, how can we help support someone who's new?
The one thing
with least possible work.
The one thing that you got to worry about, like when you do get somebody on as an affiliate, is you almost have to have a snapshot for what they're going to offer. So like, are you going to be offering SaaS? If you are, here's your agency snapshot for SaaS. Are you going to be doing SMMA? Well, then here's the snapshot for that. Or are you going to be doing reputation management? Well, there's the snapshot for that. You know, so you almost have to have something built for every kind of niche, because all these people, like you ask, like, well, what are you going to do? Like, well, I'm going to do ads and I'm going to do this. And I'm like, you know, they're like a kid at Christmas almost. It's like, well, give it a couple of weeks and you're going to want to go out and play in traffic. So, you know, trying to fulfill all that stuff or get all those clients. So you almost would have to have an agent, like a starter agency snapshot for every kind of offering, like local, you know, it's like on down to, you know, whatever. So, you know, that sort of thing. What I might even do is, I know that High Level's coming out with their AI bot, but I might even take what we've gotten right now and just roll it out to like an AI booking snapshot. Here's AI reviews. Here's an AI booking snapshot. Congratulations, you're an AI automation agency.
Yeah.
But even
that's what
directing them to the right resources. I mean,
sure,
we see it all the time in the High Level group and on the daily Q&As and in support chats. Like, they just don't know where to go. They don't know that High Level
There's that question
Freaks
bar
exist.
up in the
They
top.
well, not even that, but like, you know, and I mean, they don't know. I want to sell reviews. They don't know where to go to get a snapshot. So they're listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry VA from wherever. In
I sent you a DM. I'm gonna and everybody's selling. Yeah.
And so they're getting. I mean, there's a lot of these people that are spending a shit ton of money on absolute garbage. But they don't know any better. So even if you say, look, I don't offer a but I do have is a quality list of resources that whatever you want to do, you can go to my resource list, and these are the top providers for that particular snapshot or that particular tool, or like
I have a Google sheet.
Use these.
Yeah, we have a Google sheet for that. We actually give out, like, people that join the group now get an email with, hey, here's our resource list.
Yeah.
And it has all our snapshots. It has the upgrades to it. If you want to upgrade, you can get all this stuff for free, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And we even have this like free tools. Some of them, like, I'd say about half the stuff in the list has affiliate links, but the other half is just good stuff. Like, hey, here's some good stuff. I use this too. Have at it, you know? So we definitely try to keep that going. We're working on pushing out more content and more free stuff for people so that we just give them actual resources.
What Charles just said has just triggered one more thing I heard a long time ago from Russell Brunson and Steve Larson in the ClickFunnels world. They said a story where they're like, well, if you have a good product, it becomes your obligation to promote it, because there's literally someone out there who needs it. And if you're not promoting it, it's like you're doing injustice to them. So that's you and me, Pat. I'm just talking to myself.
I know
right now.
we got so
we
many
need
good
to-
things. We got so many good things to
We
promote.
need to, 100%, 100%. But
Yeah.
yeah, Pedro had a question, I guess. Pedro,
Yeah, what's
sorry,
up,
go ahead.
Pedro?
No, I just wanted to add, everything you're saying is true. Like, speaking from a new person, like I started in February, and from February to here we are in August, I've just been studying, researching pretty much on YouTube, on my own, what I get from you all, because there's no value anymore. It's like once you sign up under that affiliate, that's where your relationship ends. And
Come over to us. Come on, we'll take you. We'll take you.
Look, we don't even know. Are you our affiliate? First of all, I don't even know. If you are, then
No,
thanks.
I think
But if not, look, so what I'm coming to is, it's not, this group is not about just that affiliate relationship. It's about just helping support other high-level agency owners. If you are our affiliate, yeah, you get a little bit extra. You get a few of our snapshots and all that. But hey, you're more than welcome. Ask any question. We are very open. If you notice, Pat's been giving out the secrets, like what we're building, right? So we are not about, hiding stuff. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, just give the thing out and people would know, like, and trust you even more.
What group did you come in on for office hours? Because we got like 3 different groups that, again, stuff we got to consolidate, but
I'm in the Facebook Freaks page.
oh, okay, good. Okay, yeah. So
Okay,
you're in the right group. So yeah, if you have any questions in there, like you can ask in there, and we filter everybody out very, very, very strictly, because I don't want the high level group or something else coming in, because I don't want people like, like, hey, I have this question, like, oh, I'm going to DM you, and then you have somebody trying to sell you VAs and upsells and snapshots and stuff. Like, if you have a question about high level, we can jump in, and like Charles or myself or any one of the other guys in the group are like very, very well versed in high level. Like Charles knows some stuff I don't even know, and then I know I do a lot of the back end and workflow type stuff, and then Alok is kind of like a blend between the two. So you have a question, just ask there, because like I know that if I ask the high level, actually, you know what, like I get to where, like, when I ask questions in a high level group, I think my questions are high, for lack of a better word, high level enough that like I don't get swamped with people like, oh, I sent you a DM, So, I think I'm in like one of the I think I'm in like the top 15 or 20 contributors on high level.
You keep jumping between that.
Yeah, kudos to you guys. Like, one of the things that got me was that you did an automation video and you were just giving everything, like the kitchen sink and everything. You even, I think, provided the automation link, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, all this value, like you could have charged like whatever you wanted, pretty much.
We surely can charge.
If all you did was sign into our, like, opt into our tutorials and get those funnels and snapshots, you could merge those together and be selling that to clients right now.
Yeah,
it's all
one
of our built in.
What time zone are you in?
Me, Eastern.
Eastern. Okay, so what are you doing from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday?
I work with FEMA, so we're like dealing with Hawaii right now, so we're working 12-hour shifts. I kind of
possibly be going on right now, Pedro.
Yeah, right.
Are you remote?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I have to travel to Texas like once a month. You go ahead.
So here's what I would encourage you to, and this is, I tell people to do this all the time, because even if you don't have a question, hearing other people's questions and how they problem solve is a great way to learn different ways you can use high level, because you're like, oh crap, I didn't even know you could do that. And here someone's asking about. Go to the daily Q&As. High level has daily Q&As Monday through Friday. It's the same link every single time. Your time would be 12 to 2. There is always at least one high level person in there, most of the time 2, but sometimes 1. But either myself or a guy by the name Ano, we're both agency owners. We're both very proficient in high level. We're on there every day walking through, because high level, and the reason we do it is because, one, we just love helping people, but the other is they can answer it from a technical standpoint. We can answer it from a agency implementation side, like, okay, let's think
Strategic.
about this a little bit more than just giving you a direct answer. Are you sure that's the route you want to go? Here's a maybe alternative that we've seen work where, and that's why High Level doesn't mind us being in there answering questions for 2 hours, because they know we reference the same help docs that they would. We just can look at it from an agency standpoint because we're active agencies. But we have people that come in almost every day that just sit there and listen. They don't even submit a question. And they just gain free knowledge. And it's live. So you can see real use cases. People are sharing their screens. You can, and Ano, he knows stuff I don't know, and I know stuff he doesn't. I mean, we complement each other well there, but things like this, any of these casual meetings, like what Highlevel Freaks put on every week. I mean, even if you just have to turn your camera off and just listen to it on your phone with your earbud in or something, you never know what's going to come up, and what problem it may solve for you down the road. It may go nowhere right now, but then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, I remember that. And then you can go back to YouTube, get a refresher, because even the daily Q&As, they go to YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you find
I catch up on
something-
YouTube. I
Yeah.
catch up on YouTube. I
I
watch anything and everything high level. Like I'm passive listener. Like if I'm working on something, I've got something playing 100% every single time.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, while you're working on stuff, it's just like listen to the radio for me.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
I'll jump into meetings that I'm like, I probably wouldn't buy this, but I'll listen to whatever. Like I was on a call earlier that I'm like, I'm not going to buy this, but I'll listen to what the product's about. Because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I don't know. So that's what's great about open Q&As, is because you don't know what you don't know. But in those Q&A environments, they're posing the questions and you're like, wow, I never even thought of that. That never even crossed my mind. That's kind of a cool idea. I wonder how I could implement that in my own agency. That's why we have people come and listen. Any kind of Q&A style meeting, if you can, even if you're just listening, jump in. It's so valuable.
will do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, with that, it's been an hour and a half. So I think it's time to quit. It's nice outside. I'm going to go on a walk. Relax a little bit.
Sounds good.
So
Sounds good.
I
Good
think
call.
I think we're
And there's
good,
the
so-
link to the high level events. If anybody doesn't have that calendar,
I would say just save it in your Google Calendar.
should.
I've got that saved.
because that's also where you'll hear about all the new updates coming in the upcoming quarters when they hold the monthly town halls. Those are valuable.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
So thanks, Pat and Alec.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ava.
Hope
Thanks, everyone,
everybody
for hopping on.
enjoyed. And then we will see everybody next week and in the groups.
Catch you guys later.
Catch you later.